This next song is one I discovered recently, and there was a couple lines in it. Right away, I was like, I have to sing it just because of these lines. So try to see if you can guess what they are. It's by Joni Mitchell. It's called Cactus Tree. There's a man who's been out sailing in a decade full of dreams, and he takes her to his schooner, and he treats her like a queen, bearing beads from California with their amber stones and green. He has called her from the harbor, he has kissed her with his freedom, he has heard her off to starboard in the breaking and the breathing of the water waves, and she's so busy being free. There's a man who's climbed a mountain, and he's calling out her name, and he hopes her heart can hear 3,000 miles. He calls again, he can think her there beside him, he can wish her just the same. He has missed her in the forest while he showed her all the flowers, and the branches sang the chorus as he climbed the scaly tower of a forest tree, and she was somewhere being free. There's a man who sent a letter, and he's waiting for a reply. He has asked her of her travels since the day they said goodbye. He writes, wish you were beside me, we can make it if we try. He has seen her at the office with her name on all his papers. Through the sharing of the profits, he will find it hard to shake her from his memory. Oh, and she's so busy being free. There's a lady in the city, and she thinks she loves them all. There's the one who's thinking of her, there's the one who sometimes calls, there's the one who writes her letters with his facts and figures scrawled. She has brought them to her senses, they have laughed inside her laughter. Now she rallies her defenses, for she fears that one will ask her for eternity, for eternity. And she's so busy being free. He is bleeding from the war. There's a jouster and a jester and a man who owns a store. There's a drummer and a dreamer, and you know there may be more. She will love them when she sees them, they will lose her if they follow, and she only means to please them, and her heart is full and hollow like a cactus tree, and she's so busy being free. Thank you. Okay, so we talked a bit about unconventional ways of life and freedom, and and one of the pluses about that is if you do lead a life that's a little bit different or a little bit more wayfaring, people immediately find you fascinating. And then once they get past the fascination, they start to suggest that you might need therapy. And then sometimes they try to offer it to you themselves, whether they're qualified or not. And often they mean well, but sometimes, they cross the line, and in that case, I suggest a little old-fashioned rebellion.